My name is Gustavo. Most people know me as Gus, and I am on a mission to make a really exciting sport called kitesurfing accessible to everyone. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, as you can tell, this thing is pretty damn cool, and I want the world to know about it. Okay, it can be very challenging to learn, as you might expect. Now, in order to make this easier, what I am doing is I am creating a company called Kitesurf Technologies, and this is our website, kitesurf.tech. Go check it out. Highly recommend it. And what we're doing there is we're creating a hyper-realistic kitesurf simulation experience that will allow people to experience kitesurfing indoors with safety, anytime, and anywhere. And this simulation system would deliver the ability for people to understand what it feels like to be moved by the wind. You will actually see everything around you through a virtual reality glass. You will have the motion experience because the arm that's in front of the person will actually swing left and right to mimic what's called the wind window in kitesurfing. And it will also have a board that will move up and down to mimic the motion of the ocean. And as you can imagine, in order to do something like this, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of money. And in order to actually complete this and actually continue with the development of this amazing product, not for nothing, we are actually doing an equity crowdfunding. And an equity crowdfunding is actually also known as a community funding. What this means is that anyone in the world can chip into this idea. Now, I'm not just asking you to give me money for the sake of giving me money. You will actually own a piece in the company, hence the term equity. And you're going to be, getting shares of the company, basically. Now, I do stress that just because I have sent some communication to my friends and family, and it was not very clear. I apologize for that. So this video is actually intended to clarify things a bit. Now, a lot of planning has already gone. I have gone through a lot of planning and setup. So creating a video, creating a script, creating a pitch deck, a story, etc. A lot of that is finally done, and it was a really interesting exercise, if anything. Now, the next phase is actually I need to gauge interest. Now, the way to gauge interest is by basically me reaching out to my friends and family and asking them to vouch for me. Now, vouching for me, or vouch as a term, can be a little bit misleading because when they actually go to the platform doesn't say vouch for Kitesurf Technologies. You actually have to invest or show an interest to invest. Now, the way they can do that, you can do that in two ways. You can do a bank transfer, so money comes from your account to Wefunder's bank account. Or you can do it through your credit card. And through your credit card, it just gets an authorization from your card to make sure that it's really you. And you won't actually get charged on your credit card. But with the bank, the money will actually come out of your bank and it'll go into their bank. And when it goes to their bank, you can actually invest on any company. You can invest in Kitesurf Technologies. You can invest in many other companies that are on the Wefunder platform. Now, I have to actually reach a minimum amount of interest in order for me to actually move forward with the process. Because if I don't get enough interest on my company, then they won't continue to go through with the remaining of the paperwork. Which basically, that minimum amount is $50,000. So if I don't reach $50,000 worth of interest in my company, then they won't move forward, which was actually where I need to basically get, so that Wefunder can do what they can file for Form C. Now, once they file for Form C, two things can happen. Once they're done with that process, you can actually choose to continue to keep your investment, in which case you will actually get shares of my company, or you can choose to cancel. And when you cancel, you will just get your money back. And that's it. Anyways, this slide here is actually the most important slide that I wanted to go over, because everything else perhaps you have either already seen or heard, or I have been sharing this a bunch, and I'm sure that you guys have seen this already, but this specific explanation is perhaps the meat of the intention of this video. So I hope this clarifies. Thank you so much. Take care.